Lesson 249. Forgiveness ends all suffering and loss.
Hi there. Shall we discover once again the secret to ending all pain and sadness? Well, let's delve into the wisdom of Lesson 249.
Forgiveness ends all suffering and loss.
Forgiveness paints a picture of a world where suffering is over, loss becomes impossible, and anger makes no sense. Attack is gone, and madness has an end. What suffering is now conceivable? What loss can be sustained? The world becomes a place of joy, abundance, charity, and endless giving. It is now so like to heaven that it quickly is transformed into the light that it reflects. And so the journey which the Son of God began has ended in the light from which he came.
Father, we would return our minds to you. We have betrayed them, held them in a vice of bitterness, and frightened them with thoughts of violence and death. Now would we rest again in you, as you created us.
In other words, forgiveness corrects our perception. We live as though suffering is possible, loss is real, anger is justified, and fighting is necessary to survive and thrive. However, that's not our ultimate reality. It's merely a distorted interpretation of the world around us, a madness stemming from our minds ensnared in illusion.
Lesson 134. Let me perceive forgiveness as it is.
Forgiveness ends all this madness, making suffering inconceivable and loss impossible. By practicing forgiveness, we can dispel the illusions of the world we see, and, never forget, come closer to realizing our true spiritual nature.
Lesson 122. Forgiveness offers everything I want.
Through forgiveness, as we let go of grievances, anger, and attacks, the world stops to be a place of conflicts and fighting and becomes a place of joy, abundance, kindness, and sharing. A world so wonderful that it mirrors heaven in the light it becomes as it reflects it. And in that light we end our journey, back to the light from which we came.
Lesson 62. Forgiveness is my function as the light of the world.
Let's return our minds to our Father today, so we can be back to think with God, the thoughts of God. We are aware that we deviated from the mind of God and experience anger, sadness, and fear. Despite feeling separated, our true desire is to reunite with God. Our only problem is the belief in the separation from God.
Lesson 79. Let me recognize the problem so it can be solved.
Now we will come back and rest with God, as God created us.
Forgiveness ends all suffering and loss.
Forgiveness ends all suffering and loss.
Forgiveness ends all suffering and loss.
Isn't that something incredibly life-changing? Will we remember today how vital forgiveness is to our spiritual path? Will we remember that it ends all suffering and loss? Don't forget to practice your meditations in the morning and evening. Also, take a moment every hour, and whenever you're feeling off track, to remind yourself.
Forgiveness ends all suffering and loss.
You're on an incredible journey, and you're doing wonderfully. Keep it up and remember, every step you take is a step closer to understanding and inner peace. See you tomorrow for another transformative lesson. Before you go, remember that we're navigating through the section What is the World? If you missed the introduction to this part, or want to watch it one more time, keep an eye out for the video link that'll appear on your screen any moment now.
If you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, please don't forget to give it a like and leave a comment. Thanks. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. There's a new lesson every day.